Apologize, guys. I'll get the sound here going in this next match. I'm kind of in my clan's involved in stuff in the middle of right now in the game. Apologize for the lack of commentary and sound here, guys. I'll turn it on here in a second. Someone was attempting to siege the Lost Minions clan at the exact same time this stream was going. Trying to capitalize a little bit on the stream. We just prevented it, though. So after this match is over here, I'll go ahead and get the sound set up for you guys. I'm gonna pop in the other channel real quick, you guys. Alright, guys, apologize for that. I don't get my mic might be a little bit low. It's been a pretty good, pretty even match so far. We got Xavier Valerian about half health right now. Primalist on the right side there, the Law Life Primalist. DFUW on the left in the orange is the Chaos Life Primalist. Xavier getting a little bit lower now. Xavier uses that regeneration. Needs to be using that regeneration buffs that the Law has over the top of the Chaos. Not seeing a lot of melee between these two guys. I think it might be in the Xavier's favor to be in that melee battle, though. Looks like Xavier might be going down. He's about one hit now. And looks like that was I'm not sure if that was DFUW that dropped that healing blast there and accidentally healed Xavier. Might have been Xavier dropping it though. Xavier getting nicely healed up here. I do believe he missed that ultimate there. So I take that back. I do believe I saw the blind in front of his face there. If you could look into it closely there in Xavier's his head. Nice knockback there. DFUW takes a little bit of fall damage off of that one. Nice hard-fought battle we got going here. Oh, he lands a nice ultimate there from the Chaos Primalist. Xavier back down to that, about one or two hits here. DFUW is not able to seem to finish him off. Talk about the sound of it. Hopefully you guys can hear this. My sound on my microphone picked up pretty good. happen going into melee. Alright, my microphone should be about a good volume now. Hopefully the audio is also at a good volume. There's about a 15-second delay here on our stream. Do not have a co-host temporarily for this match. My normal co-host, being WooBear for a lot of the matches, is actually in the competitions today. Next up, we should be Scaremone as a Barzark Slayer Warrior versus Templar Bane as a Law Life Primalist. That first match again was DFUW Chaos Life Primalist versus Xavier Valerian Law Life Primalist. I would like to thank Kane Highwind for sponsoring today's matches with his attempted siege of the Tuggery holding, donating us a nice 150,000 gold there for failing to put down siege stones, trying to backstab his allies, as it would be. Looks like Xavier is going to join us here in comms. Maybe I can get him to stay here and talk to us a bit. Well, it looks like the other stream is having some issues. We're still waiting for our other competitor. We're still waiting for Templar Bane to show up. Again, this is Darkfall and Holy Wars. Link there, whenever I switch back over to the other screen, there will be at the bottom of your screen. There we go. Hopefully the audio and everything is good for you guys now. Apologize again for those issues we had earlier. Ken was trying to, I am a leader of the Los Minions clan, and as such have to deal with issues that do arise. Someone trying to use seems to be using the stream here against us in an attempt to siege our holdings while I was preoccupied. It did not go in their favor. So we're going to have Scaremone there on the left in the orange, and Templar Bane in the right in the blue. Scaremone, of course, being a Barzark Slayer Warrior, and Templar Bane being the Law Life Primalist. Scaremone doing a little bit of archery there. Lands a nice hit up there on Templar. Templar does not want to be in this close quarters battle with that warrior. Again, that dragon armor is so strong. It was Virtuous Wrath. We saw this before yesterday, or excuse me, in one of the previous. It might have been yesterday, one of the previous matches. That Virtuous Wrath not doing a whole lot of damage to a warrior wearing that armor. Scaramone already having the advantage health there as a warrior over Templar. Templar doing a pretty good job here of skirming around. Scaramone lowering in health, needs to start to land some of those arrow shots. Nice combo, nice little combo there he had there. Templar about 50% health now. Templar misses a Virtuous Wrath. Scaramone misses a back shot there. Goes back into the archery. Another missed Virtuous Wrath. This is not where Templar wants. He does not want to be in this close quarter battle with that warrior. Templar trying to throw some buffs on there to get himself a little bit of advantage with that rejuvenation buff on him. Lands a nice Virtuous Wrath there. Scaramone missing on that one, not doing a whole lot of damage. Scaramone's staying about full health still. Templar about half health again, but he is a law primal. It's got a lot of regeneration. We will be pulling. I'll pull Xavier in here. I believe he might be in TeamSpeak waiting for us. I'll pull him in here after this match is over with. Get his between rounds here. Get his comments in the previous match. If he is watching the stream, Xavier, we will be with you momentarily. Templar playing about 75% health. Scaramone is pretty much just dictating this fight at the moment, not taking a whole lot of damage at all. He needs to end this though before that Primalist wears his stats down. That Primalist got that invigoration buff and keep his stats going for days on end. Scaramone missing some of those arrow shots. Gonna go in there for another melee attack. He lands a nice couple of hits there. Nice repel. Templar manages to break fall it and avoid all damage on the fall. Templar shielding up nicely. Scaramone pulls that bow back out. Not seeing him land a whole lot of these bow shots though, unfortunately. Templar pops that protection buff, get his defenses up against this warrior. He's going to have to do a lot more damage. It's a lot harder. It's a little bit harder for a Law Primalist, as we saw in previous matches, to damage the warriors, having primarily just the one buff. Let's hop in here to get a shot inside of the Wall of Force here. Templar getting a lot of distance, but Scaramone using the Wall of Force here against Templar to gain back his own stats. Let's pop over here and see what Templar's doing. Probably doing a similar thing. We seem to have lost Templar. I'm not sure where he went. Up there he is. Managed to hide even from the camera here, guys. Templar is getting his stats back, but he's just letting Scaramone just sit inside of that wall there. Oh, and the Wall of Force goes down. Scaramone has to pop back up immediately. Gets nailed with a Virtuous Wrath before he can stand up. Taking a little bit of extra damage from the Rusty buff there. And another nice breakfall by Templar Bane to avoid the fall damage. Another melee battle. I think both competitors should be pretty statted up after that rest there from that Wall of Archer's Force. Templar just running around shielding up in there, not really doing any fighting back at the moment when he gets in those melee ranges. If he lets that shield drop, he's just going to get ripped apart by that warrior. Scaramone closes the gap again. He's got to do something in here. He's got to do something in this close quarters battle. He's got to get as much damage on that Primalist as he can. He's got to get that burst damage going to deal with that regeneration. Oh, and a nice repel. Let's see if another breakfall. Templar a little early on the breakfall, took some damage when he came down, although it might have been a hit by Scaramone with the swing of the sword as he landed as well. A little hard to tell. Templar Bane about 25%, but he gets quite a bit of regeneration there, throwing his healing blast down, also healing Scaramone as well, though, unfortunately. Nice little whirlwind there by Scaramone. Templar back to 25% health. Scaramone's got to capitalize this. He's got to get in there, do some burst damage to finish him off. Waits a little too long. Templar throw another healing blast down, getting himself right back up there to full. The longer this match goes, the more it's gonna. I'm gonna say it's gonna favor the Primalist with the regeneration buffs he's got there. Scaramone, Templar does again a little bit early on his breakfall. They're taking a little bit of fall damage because of Counter and Repel. Not so sure his Virtuous Razzler will be enough damage to get Scaramone down unless he stats out Scaramone completely in this battle. Scaramone going close there again. Looks like he's trying to do a disabling blow there on him. I'm not sure if he actually landed it though. Pulls that bow out, not landing a whole lot of his bow shots in this match, unfortunately for him. Tempo taking a little bit of fall damage, I believe, there, as he comes back down from a small repel. Just caught the end of it there. I think Templar might be out of, he's running out of stats here. Oh, I stand corrected. I'm being told that it was Pulverize that Scaramone is using, not Repel. I apologize for that. Old Crush here needs to do a little bit more PvPing and dueling, get a knowledge of all of his various abilities. Templar landing some nice Virtuous Wrath shots there, though. But he's taking some blow shots there as he tries to line up those Virtuous Wrath shots. Oh, and this might be the end for Templar. He's about one hit, and Templar finally goes down after a long, long battle. So that is 1-0 Scaramone here in the second round of our tournament. This is, again, the best of three. Again, if you guys go to tinyurl.com/dfstream, you can actually see two different views of this battle. The one being my stream here with the Crush, and the other one being on Cantu Arena, I believe. And this is the first man. Let me switch you guys back over here. Getting us getting us started here, and one more shot comes down. And we're off again. Not sure what Templar can do at this point to do it. That whole last battle was a long, long battle, which is just a matter of Scaramone getting enough burst damage to happen at the same time to take out Templar. Let's see if he can do it a little bit earlier this time in this battle. I'm not so sure Templar has much of a chance, though. I mean, the Virtuous Wrath is his main attack as a Law Primalist. And unfortunately, I do not think it's going to be enough against this Warrior's Dragon Armor. He does do a pretty good job of landing those shots. Not so sure he's doing enough damage, though. That Warrior having the health bonus over the top of him for just being the Warrior class, his base health, his base health is higher in addition to the strength buff I'm sure he has. Seems a pretty good job. Scaramone's doing a pretty good job of landing his shots here on Templar. I think he missed his opportunity there, pulling his bow against some back shots on Templar as he was running away. Scaramone's about half health now. Templar doing a pretty good job of taking him down. But Scaramone is starting to build his health right back up. Templar's got to keep that heat on. He's got to keep that jump cast kiting going. He's got to keep jump, spin, shoot, jump, spin, shoot. I think that's going to be his main way of winning this battle. Just keep a nice little distance there and avoid those arrow shots. Scaramone's about half health now. Templar also about half health. Engaging in a little bit of a melee there, but it's mostly just Scaramone beating on shielded up Templar. And Templar pops that protection buff. Scaramone taking an opportunity to hide behind the walls there, get a little bit of the stats back up. Both combatants are back about full health. And I do believe they might have got their stats back up there with that break as well. Templar about 25% health. Scaremode about 75% health. Templar's got to do a little bit of something here. I think he healed Scaremode on that shot, though, unfortunately. A healing blast, more of a group heal kind of a deal. Not as really good for him in these one-on-one battles. He can aim it just far enough away from his opponent. And he hits Scaremode again with the healing blast. Both combatants back to about full health. Unfortunately, I think this battle is just going to be pretty much Scaremode just keep going after Templar until Templar starts to run out of stats. And then just finishing him off. But that's going to take quite a while with those invigoration buffs that Primalist does have. Those Primalist, assuming that Templar is a Wisdom Primalist, those Primalist Wisdom also giving him an advantage in the transfers there, giving him a little bit bonus points every time he does a transfer. And there comes that protection buff again. Scaremode throwing that, casting that very slow casting heal self spell. Not necessarily a great healing spell, but it is something that you can use there whenever it's up. And Templar, a nice break fall there, avoiding the fall damage. But he falls down right into Scaremode's waiting greatsword. And there was Templar doing the heal self as well. I think he missed that healing blast, or excuse me, that Virtuous Wrath there. Scaremode, both combatants back about full health again. Scaremode constantly doing those transfers, trying to keep his stats up. He's got to be running low with those transfers he's doing. Not seeing potions being drank, unfortunately. This is the second match. If Templar is going to try to stay in, he's going to drink every potion he's got and just keep him alive. Templar about 25% health. We're back to about 50% health. Scaremode still at full health, as you can see at the top of the screens there. We have Templar on the left, Primalist. Scaremode chasing him around on the right. Templar in the blue and the Scaremode with the orange there. Both combatants back to about full health yet again. Another very long battle between these two guys. Showing just the survival ability there of the Primalist. Scaremode's got to start landing some of these arrow shots if he wants to wrap this match up a little bit faster. Again, I'm not so sure what Templar can do to turn this battle in his favor. This warrior's just so strong. Oh, and he doesn't get a break fall there. It takes a full damage off of that fall. Templar getting very low now. It's very low now. Scaremode got about 2 hits left on Templar. Templar does a nice healing blast there, healing himself up. Templar right there, you see him drinking a potion. Not sure what kind of potion he drank there, but he's getting some nice. He's getting nice regeneration off of it. Apologize, you guys there. Not sure what I clicked again. Still trying to get used to figure out what all the key bindings are that are causing that camera issue we're having there. Nothing doesn't look like anything too important happened though while we were over there. Scaremode is a little bit lower on his health. Not drastically down though. Templar at full health again. Really wish we could see their stamina and mana bars as well as the health bars up there at the top of our screens. Have put in a request to see if we can get some get those added to our user interface that we're using here. Templar did a pretty good job landing those Virtuous Wraths, but that's really his only attack. Almost want to say like I see a Primalist like this using an arrow maybe, pull up that bow and arrow and do some bow shots as well. Try to conserve some of that mana a little bit. And here comes Scaremode closing the gap. Templar goes up, nice break fall there. No, takes no damage on the fall. He's landing some nice Virtuous Wraths, just slowly eating down Scaremode. Scaremode's got to do something here. He's got to get in here and just do a nice bit of burst damage to get Templar way down again. And he's got to follow it up again with just the lay, keeping it nice, keeping it right on top of him. Templar shielding up and gets close quarters there. Doing a pretty good job keeping the range here against Scaremode. I think Scaremode might be running out of stats. And there goes drinking a potion, I do believe you can see right there. At least I believe that's what he was doing. Looked like I do believe that was the animation he was doing there with Scaremode takes a seat here behind the wall. Only managed to sit down for a quick second. The combatant is popping underneath the camera here, giving us a hard time following them with that angle we were sitting on. Oh, he gets in there. Here comes that burst damage he needs I was talking about. Get him about half health. I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's got to follow it up with something here. He's got to keep that pressure on. Don't let that Primalist get those heals on. He's got to hit those back shots now. He's got to pull out his bow. He's got to hit that bow and the healing blast, healing both combatants. And there comes that protection buff again. Protection buff going to help the Primalist out here in this battle. Long battle here. Old Crush getting a little bit tired just watching the match here. They're doing a lot of stamina being burned, a lot of mana being burned. Still, it's pretty much even fight here. Really wish I could see those stamina and mana bars though, to tell just how low each one of these combatants are getting. One of them has got to be getting low. And I would say, unfortunately, it might be Scaramone that's lowering on the stats there. Unless Templar is just burning through his stamina too fast to compete with the invigoration buff. Here comes the heal itself. Scaramone's got to pull the arrow out. He got right in there. Got some back shots, but he did not pull his arrow out and capitalize on it, unfortunately. Scaramone missing there a little bit. Guessing to do one nice little slash on there on Templar. Templar casting the light spell. I think that was a misclick, unfortunately, on his part. Not so sure how that would have helped him. The spell does not really do anything other than just illuminate the area. Scaramone taking the opportunity to do a quick sit down. And he goes back in there. He's got to get that burst damage in. I think Templar might be getting low on... Yeah, Templar doing a lot of transfers, and there's another heal self there. He's got to be getting low on stats at this point. I think Scaramone might also be low on stats as well, though, unfortunately. Scaramone about half health now. Templar still about full. This is probably one of the longest matches we've had in the tournament so far. Nice breakful by Templar Bane, avoiding all fall damage. See him doing that patented jump cast kiting that old Crush here used to use very frequently in Darkfall 1. This, of course, being Darkfall Unholy Wars, the second edition, the second version of this game. The link there at the bottom of your screen. If you want to go over to the website, maybe pick it up. It's also available on Steam. Darkfall Unholy Wars, which you'll be looking for. Scaramone, about 50% health. Templar Bane, 75% health. Just keeps landing those Virtuous Wraths, but I mean, again, it's that Dragon Armor can just take a beating and keep on going. It's just reducing so much damage. Scaramone coming in there. Oh, Templar, I don't think he got the breakfall off on that one. Took a bit of damage as he came back down. He keeps popping those protection buffs. That's what the Primal's got to do. That's what he's got to do. He's got to keep his protection up, got to keep that revigoration up. But I don't know what he's going to do for the damage. I'm at a loss here. I'm not so sure what he can do. I think it's just a matter of time before Scaramone beats down that stats. At this point, it's going to be a stats game, guys. It's whoever runs out of the stats first is going to be the one losing this match. They got to keep those transfers going. The minute they stop those transfers, they're going to be the one that goes down. Scaramone doing a quick sit down. It takes a Virtuous Wrath, a nice place Virtuous Wrath that landed right behind his butt as he put his butt down on top of it. Oh, he's getting. I think Scaramone might be out of stats now. Now he's taking some damage from that Virtuous Wrath. This was Templar's opportunity. He's got to get in there. He's got to capitalize now. If he doesn't get in there and finish him off now, I don't think he's going to have a chance. Templar's got to finish it off. He's got to land some more Virtuous Wraths and get this thing ended. Scaramone about 3 hits from that Virtuous Wrath to finish him off. He sits down again. Takes a Virtuous Wrath as he goes down. And finally, Templar Bane come from behind there. Victory, in my opinion. Very, very long fought battle. We are 1-1. Scaramone winning the first round. Templar Bane winning the second round with a very long and lengthy stat battle. The winner of this match is going to be going against Xavier Valerian, winner of the previous match in, I believe, tomorrow's tournaments. Again, this is just one aspect of this game for you guys tuning in that have not played the game before. This is a PvP hardcore title. Full loot system, which if you're not familiar with that means that if this wasn't a tournament here, if Scaramone killed Templar or Templar killed Scaramone, they could take all of that beautiful armor off. You could loot all that beautiful dragon armor there off of Scaramone and then keep it into your bank. Scaramone coming in there close. Oh, and a nice, knocks him up there. Oh, and a nice breakfall again by Templar. That breakfall takes quite a bit of effort to master the timing on that. Those of you new to Darkfall, as I'm commentating here, Templar about 75% health. I do recommend you bank often. You bank soon and you bank often. The more stuff, anything in your bank is not able to be taken from you by enemies, and you also get in a clan as soon as possible. Templar Bane about 50% health now. Give you guys a bit of commentary. I got a little bit of dry mouth. I wasn't expecting these matches to go as long as they are. I did not have any water here on my desk, and even if I did not have a free hand to pull it out. Old Crush here needs a couple set of extra pair of arms. Man in the camera and trying to talk to you guys at the same time, taking a little bit more of his focus. Templar landing those nice Virtuous Wraths. We keep seeing that one spell he was casting over and over, the Primalist in the blue there, that being Virtuous Wrath, the main Law of Primalists attack spell. It's really all his only attack spell, unfortunately. But he is doing a pretty good job of landing them. That warrior, being a Barzark Slayer warrior, has a nice, quite a bit more melee prowess in this battle. Templar shielding up again. Scaramone taking this opportunity to get in there and start resting early, get his stats up a little bit earlier than the previous match. Doesn't want to make the same mistakes. Hopefully he knows he can be using those potions. In this third battle, you don't want to leave anything left. If you've got potions, you want to use them all at this point. It is 5 potions for all 3 matches. Scaramone taking another seat. Again, our stream is delayed 15 seconds. No competitors being able to use this against their opponents. Give you guys a nice close-up in here shot. So far we see in this battle, it's pretty much just that Virtuous Wrath just beating on the warrior, and that warrior trying to land those bow shots and then close that gap, get some melee in there. Templar about half health again now. Scaramone needs a lot of burst damage to get this Primalist down, is what I think seems to be the problem he's having at the moment. His ability's not, he's burning all those abilities simultaneously when he gets in the melee range, and then he's got that long cooldown before they're ready again. Templar using that distance there to drop his healing buffs without hitting his opponent with it. Visibly there's a pulverize, I'm being told that was a pulverize he knocked him up in the air there with. Templar about 50% health, but he just keeps getting that health back. Here goes the heal self spell. That's yellow and blue you keep seeing there. That is the stamina, excuse me, the mana to stamina spell. And that right there, you saw the Primalist just cast, that was the protection spell. The name currently eludes me, despite the fact that I have it and use it all the time. And there's the Healing Blast. And that right there, that blue and red being the health to mana. Sacrificing a little bit of health, get some mana back for that warrior. The warrior needs that mana to cast his abilities as well. This is very important to keep those transfers going. Templar about 50% health now. Scaramone needs to capitalize on this. He needs to land those arrow shots in between his abilities. Scaramouche hiding back there behind those feet, getting his stats back up, avoiding those Virtuous Wrath shots. Virtuous Wrath not only taking away health, but also burning down some of the stamina that the warrior has. I do believe he missed that shot there, though, unfortunately. You can hear that, those bow shots. Scaramouche not seeming to land a whole lot of those. I'm gonna hide back here behind this foot again. See if we can get back here. See him putting he's in that statue there, like one of the only objects in this arena you can actually use to hide behind. Gets Templar lured in there a bit, and she's beating on him. Does not do quite enough damage, I don't think, there. He needs to start landing some of these bow shots, getting some nice back shots there. This might be his opportunity if he keep landing those. Nope, he pulled his weapon out a little too soon there. He's not quite in the greatsword range. Just keep his bow out just a little bit longer, and he could have got some more back shots in there. This match almost going the full 30 minutes until the next match. We're about 2 minutes or so away before the next match is supposed to start. This being the final match of their matchup. Scaramouche taking away the first round victory, and then Templar taking the second round of their match. So it is tied up. The winner of this battle right here is going to be going on to the third round of the tournament. Scaramouche going to use that statue again. Is he? Yes, he's going to use that statue again. Templar still lands the Virtuous Wrath. He doesn't want to get in there in close quarters. He gets back there behind that statue, and that warrior just going to trap him back there and rip him up. Templar, another nice breakfall there. He's been doing a pretty good job landing those breakfalls on this in this battle. Oh, Scaramouche starting to land those arrow shots. That might be the turning point here if he can keep those going. He got about half health. Needs to land some of that melee hits. Here comes the burst damage. He might have him here. He's on the ropes. Templar is on the ropes. He needs to pull that bow out and finish him off now. Templar about 2 shots away. He has a healing blast, healing both competitors. Scaramouche not quite able to finish him off. He needs to get that bow back out, though. Finish him off. Keep landing those back shots as Templar's running away, trying to heal up. Thought we had it there, folks. Thought Scaramouche almost had him on the ropes there. Did not quite get to land enough of those arrow shots, though, to finish him off. I think Templar might be running low on stats here. Here comes the Virtuous Wrath again, misses that Virtuous Wrath. I think Scaramouche might be out of stats, guys. He's trying to take those seats. And he's got to have potions left. I've only seen him drink about 1 potion so far in all 3 of these matches. Templar not seeming to land a breakfall on that one. I don't think he took any damage, though, from it. There's that protection buff landing. Those Virtuous Wraths just kind of slowly whittling down Scaramouche. Back to full health. Scaramouche dodges back in there. I think Scaramouche needs to try to whittle him down a little bit with those arrow shots, and then once he gets Templar to about half health, then to do all of his burst damage from those warrior abilities, try to finish him off. Scaramouche using that statue again to get some distance and bring the Templar in nice and close. Templar says, no, I'm not going to be fooled here. And he backs away. Fortunately, he's giving Scaramouche plenty of time to get his stats back up. Scaramouche taking a seat. Scaramouche takes a shot, though, from the Virtuous Wrath as well. I think Scaramouche is dangerously low on stats, which is behind him there. And because of that burst damage, if he can repel that Primalist up towards that statue, kind of pin him against the wall, that might help him out. Yeah, I apologize. I may get some of the ability names here confused. Still trying to learn them from just their visuals. There's another healing blast. Heals Scaramouche again. We'll Healing Blasts, maybe not necessarily always helping Templar. Every time he blasts one of those, he's doing it a little bit too close, hitting that Warrior as well. Well, the AoE range on that Virtuous Wrath is not very big. He's got to land almost direct shots. A little ring around the rosy here with the statue's feet. Scaramon trying to get those stats up. He's got to have a potion. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he's not drinking those. And it knocks him up there. If he gets him pinned back here on these feet, he might be the end of it. If Scaramon can just keep him back there. He's got him low now. He's going to pull that bow out and finish him off. If he can pull that bow out now, and Templar gets a nice healing blast off and gets his health back. Keep all the competitors in the view here for you guys. Scaramon can knock him up into that statue, into those feet there. I don't think Templar's going to be able to get out if he can get him in there. It's a little bit difficult to lure him in there, though. Every time you both back away from the fight there, you allow your opponent an opportunity to stat up as well. Templar lured way in there now. Templar's way in there. Scaramon can pull him in there. He can get him. Comes out the other side. Little peekaboo there, attack from behind. He's not seeming to land a whole lot of these shots though, unfortunately. He needs to pull that bow out. He's out of greatsword range. He's out of greatsword range. He needs to pull the bow out and do some shots. He doesn't. He pulls back and runs right back to that statue. He's going to use that statue to get that, block that line of sight and get as many of his stats back as possible. And he sits back down, but he takes a shot from Templar using that wall there to get the back shot. Scaramon just unleashing everything he's got in his arsenal there, getting Templar very, very low. He's got to start arrowing them though. Templar gets that little bit of distance, and then Scaramon can't quite hit the greatsword swings to hit. Apologize there, just giving my my thumb a little bit of a rest here. Scaramon again using the statue as a line of sight blocker to get his stats back up. He sits down again. Let's see if Templar's going to nail him with another of those Virtuous Wraths. Every time Scaramon sits down, he gets nailed with one of those Virtuous Wraths back there. I'm not sure if he's gaining as many stats back as he is losing from that shot. Again, I think he's got to lure Templar in there. He's got to lure him in there, and then once he gets him in there, just pin him and don't let him escape. And he's got Templar lured way in there now. If he just keep him pinned up against those walls back there, is where Templar can't run away and skirm away from him. Nice bit of burst damage there. Templar down to about 30% health or so. Here comes a heal self. He needs to pull that bow out so I get those back shots on him. Templar back to 75% health. Templar takes fall damage. Does not get break fall off at all at that point. Templar is very low on health. I'm not so sure. Maybe he might be running out of stats. He's back to 50% health again now with that healing blast, but he heals Scaramon with it as well. Scaramon just right on top of him, but he's not landing these melee strikes. Maybe he's having some ping issues here. Not quite landing his shots as he's they're doing this little melee dance right here. Another nice Virtuous Wrath land. This Virtuous Wrath would slowly beat down Scaramon in the previous match. Templar is very low now. Now's the time he's got to get that bow. He's got to land those bow shots. He's got to pull that greatsword away and land those bow shots. He's just outside of range. Pull that, and he pulls that bow out. And pull out a little bit too late. Scaramon starts dancing, or excuse me, Templar starts dancing around, avoiding those shots. Scaramon a little bit misjudging the distance there on the greatsword. And gets in those melee ranges, leaving it out a little too long, I think. Scaramon stops moving completely there temporarily. I'm not sure what that was about. Templar doing a little less transferring than he was before. He might be running out of his stats. Both combatants got to be getting low on their stats. Again, wishing we could see those mana and stamina bars at this point. Templar does not use a breakfall, does not need it though, does not go quite high enough to take the fall damage. Scaramouche just outside the greatsword range. He needs to pull his bow out. And he pulls his bow out. He gets one shot off, but misses. That bow's right back out. He's not landing a whole lot. Now he's right there in range. He's got a nice back shot right there. All that jumping Scaramouche, or excuse me, Templar's doing there is just burning his stamina down while he's doing those jump turns. The Primalist regeneration buff's not giving stamina regeneration, just doing mana and health. So he's got to do those constant transfers to keep his stamina up. Nice bit of burst damage there. Templar does another nice breakfall though, avoiding the fall damage. He just keeps on shooting those virtuous bats, slowly whittling them down. There's a misplaced there, a little bit of staff bolt shooting out. Now Scaramouche's landing some of those back shots with that arrow. Comes the burst damage. The Templar back down to about half health. But he's going to keep shooting his Virtuous Breath. He's not quite healing himself up. I'm wondering if he's running out of stuff at this point. Scaramouche falling backwards towards that statue. He's gonna probably hide behind there again. Use that line of sight to block. Both combatants probably running low on stats at this point. Scaramouche all over Templar at this point. Templar gonna throw another healing blast. Avoids healing Scaramouche with that. Was a pretty nice shot there, pretty nice aim. Scaramouche having a hard time landing these arrow shots, unfortunately. He's taking a beating from that Virtuous Wrath though. Scaramouche taking a seat. He's going to cast some transfers and he goes back out. This match has been pretty much this way this whole time. Just a stat game at this point, waiting to see who runs out of their stats first. Scaramouche taking some shots. Scaramouche's down about half health now. His health is almost about the level as... Now his health is below what Templar's level is at. He starts off with more health than the Primalist because he is a warrior, as you may know. He's taking those shots though. He's taking way too many shots when he's sitting back there resting. He's got to be out of stats. He's got to use those potions on. I'm not so sure why I'm not seeing him drinking potions. Both combatants putting a little bit of distance from each other here. Scaramouche going to retreat once again back behind the statues. And playing a little ring around the rosy here as Scaramouche's going to be coming up behind Templar. Scaramouche is getting really low on health here. I think he might be statted out. Doing everything he can to cast his heals on himself. He gets in there as a burst damage here. Oh, and a nice. He waits for him to land. Does a nice shot there. You guys saw that there. Hopefully got a nice close-up there on that one. Got a nice greatsword swing. Even looking up into the air to wait for him to come down, almost like a baseball player. Tossing a ball up for himself to hit out into the outfield. Scaramouche inducted behind the statues once again. Templar still maintained about full health. I think Scaramouche's having his problems here. He's going to land some more of these arrow shots. This match going well into overtime here. Being the longest match of this tournament we've had so far. This round alone taking about 25 minutes or so, I do believe. Alright, Scaremon's doing some nice hits there. He's got to use that bow. He's got to pull that bow out. Templar gets just out of range. Scaremon does seem to be hitting those bow shots. I wonder if he's having some kind of a ping issue here, or if one of them is having a little bit of lag issue, causing a little bit of advantage in one way or the other. Scaremon's going to retreat once again back to the statue. The statue, a very popular prop here in the arena. Scareman going back out there. Scareman is dangerous low on health. He's not gaining his health back as fast as he was earlier in this match. He's got to be low on stats now. He has definitely have to be low on stats at this point. He sits down. Templar not landing those virtual shots as good as he was earlier, though, on those sitting whenever Scaremon's back there resting. Alright, Templar's getting low now. Scaremon's health is finally getting put back up there. Templar's about half. So is Scaremon, unfortunately, but Scaremon does have about 100 health bonus. Excuse me, 100 health on top of Templar, just for being a warrior. A little bit earlier in the breakfall, Templar takes some fall damage there. It does seem to interrupt Scaremon's ability to time his swing, though, to nail him when he comes back down. Scareman retreating once again back to these statues. I think his strategy might be to actually lure Templar in there in that close range, and it looks like it does appear to be working. But this stat battle is not in his favor, unfortunately. And there's a nice bounce up, and no fall damage. No fall damage from Templar, not getting him launched quite high enough into the air. Comes a healing blast. Templar just keep rocking those jump cast kite, spinning, shooting those virtuous wrath shots. Templar's about 75%, Scaremon about 50% health. Those of you just now tuning in, this is the second round of the Burning Embers tournament in Darkfall Unholy Wars. The link there at the bottom of your screen, darkfallonline.com. Also available on Steam, Darkfall Unholy Wars. This is a one-on-one tournament. Previous days, you would see if you look through the YouTube channel over there. Also available on darkfallinfo.com, all of the videos released about the game and articles. We have Scaremon about 50% health again. Templar still maintaining that high health there. Scaremon seemed to be unable to get him much below the 50% mark. His burst damage only being able to knock out that much damage on Templar before Templar can pull away and get his stats back up. This match going quite long, being mostly a stat battle at this point. Both combatants about 50% health. Scaremon's got to pull his bow out there. Whenever Templar starts straight lining like that, as people like to refer to it in game, he's got to be able to pull those bow shots out and do some back shots on him. Scaremon again going back there using that statue to his advantage, get that line of sight broken. Popping out for a quick sit there for a rest. Up goes Templar. Templar comes down, nice break fall, avoiding most of the damage there on that fall. And again, we go back to the statue. Scaremon getting in there nice and close. He seems to be missing some of these shots, though. These are crucial shots he's got to be landing. Seems to be his whole strategy so far with this fight is to keep using that statue running back there. Templar are going to run right back there and with him. That might have been a lure. Might have been able to lure him back in there finally and get him at close quarters. Templar does manage to escape again though. Scaramon getting dangerously low on health. He's probably like 2 or 3 Virtuous Wraths from going down at this point. Oh, and Templar names a nice using the ground there to get the back AoE to hit to Scaramon. Scaramon dangerously low on health at the moment. And up goes Templar, breakfall, a little bit too early, takes another damage. Now this is Scaramon's opportunity right here, folks. This is his opportunity. He's got to get some arrow shots in there. Oh, he got him so low. He got him so low. I think Templar was maybe one or two hits there from going down. Scaramon sits down again, taking a Virtuous Wrath shot for doing it. Every time he's sat down so far, he's taken at least one Virtuous Wrath hit. Really wish we could see those mana and stamina bars on these guys, because they've got to be statted pretty hard at this point. You see Templar right there between that statue's legs. Scaramon taking some shots. Templar coming in really close. This is what Scaramon could use. He needs to use to his advantage and he gets him in there close. It goes up. Templar breakfalls, nice breakfall, avoiding damage on his fall. Again, another little game of Ring Around the Rosie here at the statue. Scaramon getting dangerously low on his health there. Templar maintaining the 75% health. Again, this is the Primalist regeneration I do believe is keeping Templar a little bit in command of this battle at the moment. That warrior took a little too long in this battle to get Templar down. The longer he goes, the more advantage I think favors the Primalist here. I think we're about to be nearing here the 35 to 40 minute mark on this. Just this fight alone. This being the third one. Scaramon winning the first match, being followed by Templar winning the second match. This is the best of 3. So this one, whoever wins this one right here, is going to be progressing on to the next round of the tournament. Templar taking another. Scaramon taking another Virtuous Wrath there. Those of you just tuning in, Dark Ball and Holy Wars. Templar Bane as a Law Life Primalist there in the blue. Scaramon as the Barzark Slayer Warrior in the orange. Scaramon is really low on health. He's very low on health. Both combatants are very low on health now. But there comes all those life spell healing spells for the Primalist to get his stats back. Scaramon using these statues to get a chance to rest and get some of his stats back. He's about 3 or 4 Virtuous Wraths from going completely down. He must be out of potions at this point. If he had potions, he had to be using them. He's about 2 hits now from going down. 56 health there on Scaramon. Scaramon going in for a last-ditch effort, 25%. Excuse me, 20 hits there. He's maybe 1 or 2 Virtuous Wraths from going down. Let's see if Templar can finish him off here, as Scaramon is out of stats at this point. Dangerous low. He's going to sit down. He's going to get hurt from this one. He's going to be 1 hit now. Scaramon doing a good job here, using the statue to his advantage, break that line of sight, try to get some resting in, but I think it might be a little too late for him to make a comeback unless he can get enough stats to get 1 huge burst damage on this Primalist. And there goes Scaramon. Oh no, he's not down. He's got dangerously, now he's finally down. Now Scaramon finally goes down. Jumped the gun there. His health did hit 0 according to our bar, but he was not quite down. Templar Bane, a hard fought battle there. Very long battle, about 40 minutes on that one, I do believe. Taking away the victory. There's the results of our match. Scaramon versus Templar Bane. Templar Bane advancing Scaramon did win the first round, but then he lost the second 2 bouts against Templar. Okay, again, those of you just tuning in, this is Darkfall on Holy Wars. This is the Burning Embers 1 vs 1 PvP tournament, sponsored by the developers. So far today, we've had the matches being, let me just open this up really quickly. DFUW, Chaos Life Primalist versus Xavier Valerian, a Law Life Primalist. Xavier taking away a win there, 2-0 victory over Dread. And then you just saw Scaramon, Barzark Slayer Warrior versus Templar Bane, a Law Life Primalist. Scaramon taking away the first round, and then Templar managing to get a victory in the final 2 rounds of that battle. Next up, we do have Beautiful Disaster of Engage with Rage versus Caveman Big Stick of Council of the Elders. Looks like we are joined by Templar Bane here. We'll be bringing him down now. Templar Bane, you're now on the stream here with us. Hard-fought victory there. See if we can get some comments from you here while the next stream is. Oh, I guess the next match is already starting, but let's go ahead and get your comments while this match is going.
Well, it was long, definitely tough, and one of the more irritating fights I've ever had.
Yeah, I do believe it was about a 40-minute battle there in that last match.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. But
yeah, it took quite a while there.
Yeah, I pretty much.
Nice break ball by Caveman there.
Get that long-term victory. I didn't realize that long-term at 40 minutes though.
Yeah, it was a good battle. I actually thought he had you there a couple of times. I don't think he'd get enough burst damage to outdo that regeneration buffs you kept having there for the Primalist.
He almost had me several times. I noticed that a few times during my squirreling that he would actually just stand still because I kept squirreling back into him. So I was trying to fix that, but.
Yeah, Caveman about 75% health now, folks, who's watching the stream here. Templar Bane here of, I believe, Sick Bastards is the clan he is with.
Yep.
Is there any opponents? I mean, like, this is the... I do believe you are facing Xavier in your next match as another Law Life Primalist. Do you have any specific strategy in that one? That seems to be going to be pretty much a stat battle at that point between 2 Law Primalists.
Yeah, I don't normally fight Primalists, to be honest, so I don't know, I'm going to have to do some practice because I don't really know what I'll do exactly besides, I guess I imagine whoever lands more direct hit Virtuous Wraths would win that one. Maybe a few sticky backs, I'm not sure.
Alright, I do appreciate you popping in here. Trying to. We already got the next match. We already got the next match going here. Caveman Big Stick about 50% health versus Beautiful Disaster. Beautiful Disaster being in the orange and Caveman Big Stick being in the blue. Nice breakfall there by Beautiful Disaster. That was Templar Bane in the comms here. Just finished winning his battle versus Scaramon. Scaramon, I believe, is a member of Black Sheep. And Templar Bane being the member of Sick Bastards. A lot of Sick Bastards in this tournament. Both our warriors here, Caveman Big Stick and Beautiful Disaster, about 75% health. Pretty even matchup so far. This match should not take quite as long as the previous match. Neither of these guys has the stats that we have from the Primalist. You see Caveman there pulling out his bow, trying to get some shots in there. It looks like both these guys were in the dragon armor for this battle. So no armor advantage there. It looks like they're both using the exact same weapons as well. Nice. Oh, Caveman a little bit early on his break fall. Takes a little bit of damage as he comes down. I got a little bit early there. I thought he got that off perfectly, but he did take a bit of fall damage. Beautiful Disaster, of course, being the Slayer Barzark Warrior. And Caveman Big Stick being a Barzark Slayer Warrior. Both warriors about 50% health. Caveman taking a little bit more hits here. Yeah, and up close and personal there. As our warriors charge right into the cameraman. Caveman squirming around. He's quite low on health. They do have those 5 potions they can be using. 5 potions to be used in total across all 3 of the best of 3 matches. Caveman doing a pretty good job here getting his stats back up. Beautiful Disaster just keeping the pressure on though. And there's that big mighty polearm being swung out there by Beautiful Disaster. You see Caveman Big Stick sporting the sword and board there. And here he comes, bringing out his own greatsword there. And he switches right back to that bow, trying to keep that distance, trying to just swoop in there, do his burst damage, and then pull back out with his arrows. And up goes Beautiful Disaster. Doesn't look like he went up high enough to take any fall damage on that. Both our warriors about 50% health. Here comes the polearm from Beautiful Disaster. You see Caveman Big Stick pull on his polearm now as well. Again, Beautiful Disaster there with the orange, and Caveman Big Stick with the blue. Might have a little bit of preempted there on Beautiful Disaster. Not quite timing that right, I don't think. Beautiful Disaster is about 25% health. Caveman Big Stick is about 75% health. Beautiful Disaster getting his stats back up. Beautiful Disaster needs to get the potion drank or get his focus on his transfers. I think he's been neglecting it a little bit in this battle. Oh, nice breakfall there by Beautiful Disaster, but he is low. He's dangerously low on health. He's got to do something here. He's about 1 hit now from going down. Caveman Big Stick is all over him with that polearm, and down goes Beautiful Disaster. Caveman Big Stick taking the first round in this match. Looks like we are getting started here on the second match. The first match going to Caveman Big Stick. This again is the best of 3. I do have this camera backwards at the moment. Left there you see Caveman Big Stick with the blue, and on the right it is Beautiful Disaster in the orange. Now up goes Caveman. Nice breakfall, avoiding his damage when he comes back down. See those big polearms out there on those guys. Both sporting the dread armor, or excuse me, the dragon armor. I think that Beautiful Disaster needs to use those Slayer abilities, those life leech abilities here, to his advantage against Caveman. The Slayer class still relatively new. It is not one of the starting classes for the game. If you haven't played since launch, it would be a new addition that you will not have seen yet. Caveman Big Stick about 50% health. Beautiful Disaster is about 50% health now again after those. He starts to get taking quite a few shots. Both of them just slashing away with those pole arms. Beautiful Disaster stays in there, he's going to lose that battle. He's already lower on the health. Nice repel there, I believe. Beautiful Disaster doing a pretty good job landing those arrow shots. This being one of the matches I was looking forward to seeing, being one of our more interesting close battles here. Both combatants you can see relatively reasonably the same on the health. Beautiful Disaster doing a little bit extra swinging there, burning some stamina. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt him in the end. So far we've got a pretty even match here. Caveman does have the advantage though of winning the first round, so he's only got to win one of these following 2 rounds. If he can win this one here, he can close it off and just advance himself on to the next round of the tournament. One step closer to those prizes provided by the developers of the game. Oh, nice break fall there. He does take some hits when he comes down, though. I believe that was Beautiful Disaster up in there. Beautiful Disaster taking quite a bit of damage here from Caveman. Those big polearms. That polearm's got quite a bit of reach. One of the, it's probably the, I think it is the longest reaching weapon in melee range. See that mixing it up there using that greatsword and the polearm. I'm not so sure you generally see that kind of weapon switching though in the actual open world out there. That's a lot of weapons to be carrying around on you. Beautiful Disaster about 25% health now. He needs to get some stats up and get out of this fight. He needs to get out of this range of Caveman here and get his stats back up. Either that or he's got to use those Slayer abilities to steal some of the health of Caveman. Caveman still maintained about 50% health. Caveman comes in close again. He's doing some nice slashes there. Beautiful Disaster about one hit now, unfortunately. Beautiful Disaster pulling back away. Caveman not landing those arrow shots, unfortunately. Letting Beautiful Disaster just get his health right back up and just slowly ticking back up, slowly ticking back up. Beautiful Disaster takes a seat. Right on the open, though, that might not be a smartest of choices there. He just sits down and takes an arrow right to the face. He's doing a pretty good job pulling the shield out there and blocking those. Trying to keep Caveman away from him there. Caveman using his breakfall, landing against the statue. Now we got both combatants about the same health. Beautiful Disaster are going to lose this fight if he doesn't stay here. If he stays here in this melee range, unfortunately, though, unless he pops his Slayer abilities here, get some of that life leech going. Beautiful Disaster doing a pretty good job hitting those polearms in there. He got Caveman down now. Caveman was against the ropes there. Caveman pulls away. Not going to stay in there and just keep doing that battle he was losing. Caveman got that health advantage once again. Beautiful Disaster trying to get his stats back, trying to even this out. Here comes those Slayer abilities, see if he can capitalize with it. Caveman immediately using his abilities to get away, to back himself away, but that distance between Disaster, avoiding letting Disaster use those abilities against him. Caveman here in the blue, right in front of the camera. Beautiful Disaster in the orange over there. Pretty even match so far. Beautiful Disaster making a good show there of using his shield to block the arrows. Caveman doing a pretty good job keeping the pressure on here and trying to avoid those Slayer abilities. Beautiful Disaster trying to take every moment here to rest. Apologize there, so it's a little too low on our camera there. Slowed him a little bit to the ground. Beautiful Disaster again, down on the health now. Caveman has the health advantage currently. Now Caveman taking a seat. He's the only one. Now both of them taking a seat. Maybe we should call a timeout for these guys. Let them both sit down there. Have a little timeout in the corner. Beautiful Disaster about 50% health. Caveman Big Stick about 75% health at this moment. Caveman sits down. Beautiful Disaster closing the gap though. Coming in there close. Was not quite managed to get in close enough to land enough of his shots to do some serious damage to Caveman. Beautiful Disaster goes up and takes fall damage. Does not get break fall off. And up goes Caveman Big Stick. Let's see if he gets a break fall off. He does get a break fall off, but it does take some fall damage when he comes back down. See those big mighty pole arms swinging out there. I'm not so sure Beautiful Dazzler was get close in like that. He has not got the health advantage right now in this fight. So he can pop those Slayer abilities and then turn the tides of this. He's about 2 hits from dying. Beautiful Dazzler taking some hits there. Caveman Big Stick pulling away. I'm not so sure why he pulled away. He could have finished him off there if he just got a couple more land shots in there. Caveman Big Stick might be sad at this point. Caveman Big Stick takes a seat. Beautiful Dazzler coming close in again now. He's got to realize that him sitting down means he's got to be sort of running out of stats. Beautiful Disaster taking a seat as well. Trying to maintain my, which one of these guys is which. Both of them looking identical almost at this point. Except for those little color dots over their heads. We got Beautiful Disaster right here in front of the camera. Caveman Big Stick off in the distance there. Engaged in a nice little archery battle here. Not sure either one's going to win. Oh, right, here goes Basic. Caveman Big Stick coming into a range. Caveman Big Stick goes up. Caveman takes a little bit of fall damage as he comes back down. We got Beautiful Disaster right here. Caveman Big Stick seeing off in the distance over there. And you got Caveman Big Stick right here in front of the camera because Beautiful Disaster closing in, doing those archery shots as he closes that distance. Beautiful Disaster pulling out that sword and shield, and here comes Caveman Big Stick running in. A nice break from Caveman Big Stick there, avoiding some fall damage. Caveman sits down. I'm not so sure if he landed that. Oh, he's taking, because I think some arrow shots here from Beautiful Disaster though. Now you got Caveman here right in front of the camera. Beautiful Disaster off in distance there with his shield out, trying to avoid some of these shots. Goes the distance, pull out that great sword. Oh, I do believe he missed that shot right there. That was one of those those Slayer abilities. And up goes Caveman. Nice break pull by Caveman, avoiding some fall damage as he comes back down. Was actually going to quit seat there. Up goes Caveman. Nice break fall, avoiding that fall damage. He can do a pretty good job keeping those break falls up. Caveman taking a seat back here with that line of sight blockage from the thing, and now Beautiful Disaster also taking a turn to take a seat there in the middle of the arena. Goes that pole arm. Both warriors got those pole arms out. Not so sure Caveman wants to get engaged in that close quarters battle here with the Slayer, with the Slayer's abilities being ready. Caveman on now with the disadvantage in the health. Beautiful Disaster's got 350 health. We got Caveman about 300 health. Beautiful Disaster, pretty good job landing those bow shots. Both players landing bow shots. Here comes the pole arms. Now we have 25% health, 30% health on Caveman Big Stick, 50% health there on Beautiful Disaster on the right side of your screen. Both with those pole arms out. Caveman is not going to win this pole arm battle if he stays in there like this. He's already down on the health. He's got to do something. We're back to about even here. Beautiful Disaster pulling that sword and board out. Caveman Big Stick got his pole arm out there, just beating on Beautiful Disaster, getting a little bit of advantage there on the health at the moment. Now Beautiful Disaster lends a nice backstrike there on Caveman Big Stick. Caveman Big Stick about 2 hits from going down now. Beautiful Disaster needs to land maybe a bow shot, maybe a pole arm here and pull that bow out. Now Caveman Big Stick about 1 hit to. Caveman Big Stick extremely low now. He's about 2 hits from going down, folks. Beautiful Disaster is still low as well, though, 25% health. Caveman Big Stick about 10% health. Caveman Big Stick pulling out that bow there, trying to even up the health amounts here. Now we got both combatants about the same amount of health once again. Very, very close battle we have here. Caveman just taking a back shot from the pole arm there. Here comes Caveman trying to put some distance in here. Beautiful Disaster got to keep that pressure on. I think Caveman might be running out of stats at the moment. Engaged in an archery battle. Caveman is not going to win this archery battle if Beautiful Disaster keeps landing those shots. Caveman's about one hit now. Beautiful Disaster's got to land one arrow shot. He's got to pull his bow out, get one shot in. Oh, it took a little bit too long there, missing his bow shots. But he got Caveman here against the wall. Get that greatsword out. Maybe he needs to switch to a polearm. Then he switches to the polearm, and down goes Caveman. Hard-fought battle there. Now we got a 1-1 here. Caveman taking the first round, and the Beautiful Disaster taking the second round. This third round we got coming up here, folks, is going to be determining the winner of this one. Will be going on into the next round. The winner, again, of this round will be matching the winner of the next match, which would be Crusader Shadowforge versus the Pit Boss. And we are getting confirmation here. Both of our contestants are out of potions. This last battle is going to be with no potions left to be used. Again, this was one of the matches I was looking forward to. It does not disappoint. Very close battle here. Again, I take the time in here between these matches. If those of you have not played the game before, this is Darkfall Unholy Wars. It is available at darkfallonline.com, or if you search through Steam, you can find Darkfall Unholy Wars. It is a monthly subscription game. It is a MMO RPG, a hardcore PvP game. That means it is a full loot system, so if you kill your opponent, you can take all of his gear that he is currently holding, as well as any items or loot he may have acquired in his journeys in Agon. And it looks like we're getting started here with the final match of this one. The winner of this one going on to the next round. And there was the third Phantom Missile to get us started. You got Beautiful Disaster on the left with the orange, Caveman Big Stick on the right in the blue. Caveman immediately taking some damage there from Beautiful Disaster, going down a little bit. Caveman Big Stick, of course, of the Council of the Elders clan. Beautiful Disaster of Engaged with Rage. Caveman Big Stick losing this battle at the moment. He's half health. Beautiful Disaster is still maintaining full health. Beautiful Disaster figured out landing those archery shots. Caveman pulls a little bit of distance away there, trying to get away, maybe get his stats up here. Beautiful Disaster just stay right on top of him here, though, folks. He's got the advantage. He's got to keep staying there hard pressed. It's about almost an even matchup here. One being a Beautiful Disaster being a Slayer Barzark warrior, and Caveman Big Stick being a Barzark Slayer warrior. We're going to see how those ultimates, ultimately turn the tides of this battle. Caveman Big Stick is about 25% health now. Maybe a little bit higher than that. Maybe about 50% health or so now. Beautiful Disaster still maintaining about 75% health. He's not taking a whole lot of damage in this fight so far. Using those Slayer abilities there to keep his health up every time he slashes in there, stealing the health from his opponent. Caveman Big Stick is down. Caveman Big Stick goes down. A much faster battle than the previous one. That is Beautiful Disaster taking a 2-1 victory over Caveman Big Stick. Again, there you have the results of this match. Beautiful Disaster versus Caveman Big Stick. Caveman Big Stick managing to win the first battle in this matchup against Beautiful Disaster, but then Beautiful Disaster managed to win the following two matchups in the best. Now joined by Beautiful Disaster here, just came away with a 2-1 victory over Caveman Big Stick in a very hard-fought battle, very exciting battle. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
That was a pretty good battle there you guys had. You got a little bit, that second match you guys had is a lot longer than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job putting the pressure on. I've known Grimtide for, I don't know, upwards of 13, 14 years. I've played other games with him. Really good guy. He's a tough match. He used to bang me up in some other games, and I just had his number tonight. I pulled it out on the last two.
Is there any strategy you had there in that last match that made it a little bit faster than the previous one?
Yeah, a little bit. I just decided to put a little bit more pressure on him. Instead of just playing bow. Figured I'd just put some pressure on him. I'll pop my ultimate and then use not barrage, the other one. I can't remember what it's called right now. Just cycling him back and forth, just keeping the pressure on him, and I landed a couple clutch power attacks to the back and one crushing blow. Stammed him out pretty quick and was able to finish him off.
So your next matchup is going to be against the winner of the match that's getting set up right now, that being Crusader Shadowforge, as I believe Deadeye Brawler Skirmisher and the Pit Boss as a Barzark Slayer Warrior. Is there either one of these you're particularly not looking forward to fighting against?
I wouldn't say I'm not looking forward to fight either of them. I'd actually prefer to fight Pit Boss. Shout out to him. He knows why. But no, I mean, I feel like, in all honesty, I feel like the duelist will be an easier win, but I'd rather go against Pit Boss.
Again, this is a beautiful disaster of Engage with Rage. Just won his second round victory against Caveman Big Stick, a 2-1 victory. Thank you for popping in here with us. Any last comments you have before we move you out and get set up for the next match?
No, just good fights to Grimtide. He's a good dude, and that's pretty much it. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you popping in here, beautiful.
All right, take it easy.
Again, that was a beautiful disaster of Engage with Rage. Crusader Shadowforge, of course, being a stand-in for the first round to replace the opponents that were supposed to be fighting each other. His matchup actually was both stand-ins, both of the original competitors being replaced with stand-ins. This stream being provided you by Crush of the Lost Minions clan, and also darkfallinfo.com. All of the previous day's matches are listed on there on the information section. The website also containing a full crafting list of everything in the game, as well as some very useful crafting calculators and various other information about the game. There's also a political map on there as well that does get updated, hopefully, relatively regularly. You have Crusader Shadowforge there on the left in the orange, and the Pit Boss on the right in the blue. Crusader Shadowforge, of course, being a duelist brawler skirmisher. I believe I had that wrong before, calling him a Deadeye. And on the right, a Barzark Slayer Warrior as the Pit Boss. Just waiting for our opening mana missiles to get us started. And here they come. And again, it's 3 mana missiles and then the matches start. Crusader immediately throwing up some buffs there as the duelist. Both engaging in archery. I do believe the duelist has a little bit of advantage here in the archery department. Crusader taking some hits there. Oh, sorry there. We had a little bit of a hiccup. I'm not sure what that was. Our game froze temporarily. Apologize for the interruption. Crusader not seeming to do a whole lot of damage here to the Pit Boss. He needs to get some range here. This is, as people have been mentioning in previous batches, that this is a duelist arena here, making it should be their advantage. Looks like Crusader did manage to locate some bone scale for today's battles. I do know that he did not have some for the previous match. Crusader's taking a beating though from these arrows from the Pit Boss. He's got to do something here. Maybe pop a potion or something here. He's going down too quickly. Crusader about 30% health. Pit Boss still maintaining a 75% health. Crusader is doing mostly just shielding up most of this battle here. Got a close-up. It looks like Pit Boss might be wearing one of the new masks added to the game. Purely a cosmetic thing. Crusader about 75% health or so. He needs to start landing some of these shots on Pit Boss. Not seeming to land a whole lot of his arrow shots, unfortunately, and then he switches right back to that shield, starts to shield up. Pit Boss gets some nice back hits here, though. And there we go. Crusader finally managed to land some decent damage to the Pit Boss, taking him down to about 70% health. Pit Boss not letting up, though, staying right there on top of him. He does have that health advantage over the skirmisher, about 100 health or so. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. Both combatants about 75% health. Crusader's got to do a lot more damage here, though. He's got to get the Pit Boss down quickly. He's just taking those arrow shots, not landing any of his own shots, unfortunately, at the moment. Crusader's taking some shots. He's got about 25% health now. He's got to get some stats back up here. He's starting to slow down. Wonder if he might be having some issues. Here comes the pit boss coming in there, going to try to finish him off, and up goes Crusader. Takes a fall damage there, does not manage to get breakfall off at all. And Crusader goes down. Pit boss pretty much just dictated that whole fight right there. You see that mask he's wearing. Both combatants wearing a mask. Looks like Crusader wearing the what appears to be a Knoll mask, if I'm correct. So that first match there goes to the pit boss, as a pit boss taking a 1-0 lead over Crusader in our match. Here is the mana missiles to get us started off here now. Crusader's got to do something in this match. If he loses this round, he is out of this. Pit boss immediately trying to get in there and close that gap. Maybe trying to finish this one for early. Crusader again starting to take a beating there. He's got to start landing some of these archery shots. Not seeming to hit any of them at the moment. Oh, there he goes. Now he's starting to land some. Crusader looking like a bit of a pincushion full of all those arrows there. And here comes Pit Boss, going to try to get in there and do that melee strike, making a, that's where the, I think the warrior actually has the advantage over the duelist in this battle. Apologize there, I had to scratch my nose. Crusader just about 25% health. Pit Boss about 75% health. Crusader's got to get some stats up. He's got to burn all of his potions at this point. He's got to get through this round. If he doesn't get through this round, he's already out of it. Crusader not seeming to land a whole lot of damage to get those melee engagements. He might be to his advantage because it's a nice ranged battle. Crusader's doing a pretty good job of staying alive at the moment. Here comes Pit Boss trying to get in there and close the gap again, do a little bit of damage. He's got Crusader down to about one hit now. Crusader closing the gap. Maybe use that statue back there. He's running towards that statue. So use that statue just like we saw previously with Scaramone. Get that line of sight block to get a little bit of stats up there. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to stop out there and use that statue. Fortunately, that's a buff there from his duelist abilities. He's making him glow like a nightlight back there. Pit Boss knocking him up in the air just like a pinata. Crusader in a bad spot at the moment. Needs to get as distance as he can to get those stats back up. And Pit Boss needs to stay right on top of him. Just needs to stay right on top of him. Don't let him get away. Crusader's about 2 hits from going down now. Crusader about 1 hit now. Needs to get something back up. Pit Boss going with the arrow shot. Might finish him off. He misses the arrow shot. Crusader hanging in there just barely. Crusader still, now Crusader goes down again. Crusader Shadowforge losing there. Pit Boss advancing forward in a 2-0 victory over Crusader. There you have the results. Crusader Shadowforge versus the Pit Boss. The Pit Boss advancing, winning both of the first rounds of that best of 3 tournament. We're now joined with Crusader Shadowforge of the Knights Templar clan. Looks like you didn't go the things you go this way today for you.
Pit Boss is a very hard opponent. I know him actually pretty good, and just going against a warrior I knew could bow, man. Nerves, definitely.
I did notice you managed to get someone to sport you some of the bone scale armor there for today's match, though.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Knoro of Nyota for that. He lent me his armor. He actually went up against Pit Boss in round 1. So, and Knoro being a better scaring to me kind of made my nerves even worse.
Did you, excuse me, was there any things you thought you might be able to do a little bit better there to turn the tides of this battle?
Yeah, I thought I'd do a little better than I did. Obviously, I choked up. I mean, like I said, nerves, big time.
I see the Pit Boss up there. I'm going to bring him down here, too, and get both you guys in here. Joined by the Pit Boss now, as well, here in comms with us.
Pit Boss is a good guy, man. We were talking before the fight. Definitely a worthy opponent.
Pit Boss, you are representing Council of the Elders as well, or am I mistaken?
Hell no.
No,
sorry, I just...
I'm a legendary.
Legendary, that's right. I guess I got a lot of you guys' clans all mixed up. A lot of you guys good players. Kind of group you guys all into one big lump. It was a good fight there.
I was just giving shit. Yeah, it was a good fight. I mean, I didn't want to go against a duelist the second round, but I mean, I'm really excited for next round against Beautiful. It's kind of a grunge match. We've been going back and forth at each other at the forums for a while, so we finally get a rematch of our best of 3.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight, those two.
Again, that was the this is Crusader Shadowforge of the Knights Templar clan and the pit boss of Legendary. Pit boss did manage to pull away the victory today, meaning that he will be going up against Beautiful Disaster in tomorrow's tournament. And the previous matches being the winners being Xavier Valerian and Templar Bane, who will be going head to head as both Law Life Primalists in the next match.
Well,
Excited
good luck to
for
you,
it.
Pit Boss, man. Definitely
Thank you,
make
man.
the finals.
Good fight, thank you.
Is there any matches you guys are looking forward to tomorrow? Like any ones you're looking forward to seeing? Because tomorrow's matches we have Smooth Criminal versus Silent Widowmaker, and then Loy Label, who did bypass Libra Lives as a disqualification. He's going to be going against Merithus Darkmoon. And then the final 2 matches being Propane versus Woobear and Straightliner versus Pat McCrotch.
Well, obviously, the Pat My Crotch fight's going to be a good one. I'm definitely rooting for Loy Label. He's another Knight Templar in the tournament. He's going to have a hard fight. Hopefully, he's training.
Yeah, I think it goes Smooth, Moon, Propane, and Pat. But there'll be some good fights in there.
It's Pit Boss's predictions there. He thinks that Smooth's going to beat Witch Silent, and then Merithus is going to beat Loy Label, Propane beating Woobear, and Pat McCrotch beating Straightliner. In any case, it will be some pretty good matches. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. It'll be the same time, I do believe, being a 5 p.m. Pacific. That would be 8 p.m. Eastern time for you guys. And if you guys that are watching that are not in this area, it's midnight Greenwich Mean Time as well. Any final comments for you guys before I close up the stream here?
Excited for tomorrow. Definitely gonna try to link up with some of the better warriors on the server. Maybe Heybro or Keed, and practice and take on Beautiful.
Yeah, just good luck to Pit Boss, man. Hope to see him in the final match.
And that is going to be the end for the day, guys. This is Darkfall Unholy Wars. The website being darkfallonline.com is where you can buy that game, or look for Darkfall Unholy Wars on the Steam. This is the Crush of the Lost Minions clan, representing darkfallinfo.com. I thank you guys all for tuning in, and I thank our competitors for popping in here with the interviews. Always enjoyable. And I will close it off right there. See you later, guys.